Hi, welcome, Mr. Thammaselvam. Good evening. Cannot hear you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
We will just take about 2 minutes before we start. We are waiting for at least 20. Very nice background, Mr. Selvam.
Yeah, Pune did it for me.
Satish, can we start?
Yes, sir. Can.
So we start the recording. Eh?
Will do, sir.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kuala Lumpur and Selangor Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industries Zoom series, the 29th chapter today on strengthening your business by managing your personal risks during pandemic and beyond. Well, I would like to welcome our Deputy President, Mr. 𝐶𝐶𝐆𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐍𝐆, our ESCO members, our council members, our participants, and also a warm welcome to our respective speaker today, Mr. VP Tanga, who is the man of the day.
Thank you.
He addressed to us today on a very important topic here that we are actually organizing, which is a very crucial time for all of us. We hope that everybody is at safe health, good health. Your family are all fine, and I believe that everybody is still working from home. And the cases for the past few weeks has been high, and the death toll is quite high, and we feel really sorry for those families who have lost your loved ones, and we pray that their souls rest in peace. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very interesting topic today that will benefit most MSMEs, micro, small, medium enterprises, as well as the multi-tier companies. Because at this point of crucial situation, businesses are closing down, it's shrinking, and with almost no future, almost it's bleak, the future for most of them. We're not sure whether businesses have actually done risk assessment, risk identification, or proposed any control measures to actually mitigate the risk in your business. Well, what you can see currently is recently the Ministry of and Cooperative, MIDEC, has actually reported that last year alone, 40.7 billion losses that MSMEs have recorded due to the lockdown to curb this COVID-19 pandemic. In Malaysia, currently, we have about 1.15 million registered MSMEs. Out of this, at least 49% are at risk of closing down their business by this October if they are not allowed to open their operations by then. And these are the businesses that are first to close and last to open category, which provides the non-essential services and products. Well, guys, 70% of these entrepreneurs are from B40 category with little savings, and more than 90% of the entrepreneurs have no insurance, or 70% have no safety net to fall back. And all these are actually reported by MIDEC just a couple of days ago in the business section of the leading newspapers. So, ladies and gentlemen, the businesses are at uncertainty, at a crossroads, and they are not sure where to head towards. The country has a national recovery plan, Plan Pemulihan Negara, but the businesses probably have not even started having a business resuscitation or business recovery plan to manage their business and personal risk. And 𝐘𝐿 today has taken a great initiative among all our program past 1.5 years, we have organized nearly 50 programs, Zoom programs for our MSMEs and multi-tier companies to create awareness and also empower their businesses. So this topic today is actually going to create great awareness for the MSMEs and multi-tier companies. We have a very good speaker to address this particular topic, and a lot of Q&A sessions can be addressed to him later on. So before we move forward with our session today, I would like to invite our Deputy President, Mr. 𝐶𝐍𝐆𝐓, to give a welcoming address before we start the session. Over to you, Mr. 𝐶𝐍𝐿𝐴.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of Kuala Lumpur Selangor, non-members of Kuala Lumpur Selangor, and generally Malaysians who are participating in this program. Welcome to our Zoom Kuala Lumpur Selangor Series 2020. I think this is the 29th chapter we are doing for this year. And Kuala Lumpur Selangor is very active doing these online programs during this pandemic. And I hope so many of y'all have participated in earlier programs. Okay, I would like to welcome the speaker, today's speaker, VP Tangga, Executive Director, Blueprint Planning, Sdn Bhd, Head of Financial Planning, and also Advisory Licensed Financial Planner. Okay, he's going to present to us the topic of strengthening your business by managing personal risk, and during this pandemic and beyond. Okay, I also like to thank this moderator, our moderator, Mr. Nivas Raghavan, our Honorary Secretary General, and also a chairman for IR 4.0 committee, and his effort today to organize this program. I think he realized that in our business community, there are so many of them suffering during this pandemic, and this financial planning and also risk management, I think this is very, very timely. So thank you, Mr. Nivas, for organizing such a good program today. Okay, our speaker, I think VP Mr. Tangga, I know his partner, Mr. Raju. Okay, and then Blueprint Planning, as remember, no other, they are also our Kuala Lumpur Selangor member for quite a long time. I think they are very Blueprint Planning, Sdn Bhd is also quite well known to our business community in Malaysia. Okay, coming back, I must say, I must introduce about Kuala Lumpur Selangor Indian Chamber for those people who are not aware about our organization. We are established in 1928. We are already 93 years organization, and we are very established in Kuala Lumpur. We have our own building in Kuala Lumpur, Jalan Tunku Abdul Rahman. We have a full-fledged secretariat with full staffs who manage to give full services to our members and also non-members. A lot of our programs, I think majority non-members are participating, and future I hope they can become a member and also benefit from our activities. Okay, again, I would like to say, introduce our ESCO. Our president is Dato' Ramanathan, and our deputy, myself, 𝐶𝐍𝐿𝐴, and our honorary secretary general is Mr. Nivas Raghavan. And then we have vice president, Dr. Navamani, and our treasurer, honorary treasurer is Mr. Kumaraguru. And we have elected total 18 council members, and for this 2 years term. And then we all have our portfolio. We all have our responsibility to do some important activities for the members. I'm heading all district chambers, Selangor, 9 district chambers, and Kuala Lumpur, and also the Entrepreneur Development Committee chair person. And then we have International Trade Committee, we have Domestic Trade Committees, and then we have Women Entrepreneur Committee, and we have Young Entrepreneur Committee. Like we have 18 council members who carry out all these programs throughout this time. Okay, talking about this pandemic, I think every one of us are suffering during this pandemic time. And I think to date, the death rate is at 9,400. And then we have 1 million, over 1.1 million over positive cases already. And then I think today's case is almost 17,000. So this is a situation is quite bad for everybody. And of course, number one priority for everybody's life during this pandemic is health. This is the number one priority. And then coming back as a businessman, of course, our economy part, our business is also very, very important. So our chamber have done during this pandemic a lot of activities and these government programs which are given to all the rakyat, and we have a stimulus package like Prihatin, Permerkasa, and Permule. All these we have also done all this program and disseminate all the information to our members, so members would benefit. And I think today's speakers, this strengthening of the business, okay, this is a very important thing. Next, after our business and all, I think this time we have to calculate our risk. What are the risks we're going to take in our business, and how we're going to plan our financial and whatever risk we're going to take. I think Mr. Tangka can give insight about this strengthening this personal risk, how to manage. Okay, welcome again, Mr. Tangka, and welcome again all the participants today. Hopefully everybody will benefit through this program. And this topic is a very general topic, so I think all can participate, I hope can ask question detail. I think hopefully our speaker today can give satisfactory answer and also give us some good idea how to strengthen our business and how to manage our personal risk during this pandemic. Thank you very much. Welcome again. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Selvam, our Deputy President of 𝐘𝐿. Well, as Mr. Selvam mentioned just now, that the cases today has just came in, it's 17,000, and the death toll still at 3 digit and above 100. So I think it is getting worried, and times are quite bad for businesses. And we really hope that all of us can kickstart our risk assessment, identification, and also we can start managing our and also mitigate our business and personal risk, as mentioned by Mr. Selvam just now. Well, before we move on to the talk, I would like to introduce our respective speaker here today. Mr. VP Tangka is an executive director of Blueprint Planning since 2012. He's a licensed financial planner for Securities Commission since 2007 and a financial advisor representative for Bank Negara since 2013. In Blueprint Planning Malaysia, he is the top planner who writes the largest number of comprehensive financial plan. Mr. VP Tangka began his career path as a trained teacher in 1992. A year later, he embarked on the financial service industry. He then pursued to become a chartered financial planner and also a registered financial planner in 2004. Proceeding further, he became a certified financial planner in 2015. He also ventured into Islamic financial planning certification in 2019, and it was a crucial requirement for the business market. He has won many accolades, among others, the first runner-up of Malaysian Financial Planner of the Year in 2015, 2017, 2018, and also 2020. He also got involved recently in mass media, where he was interviewed many times in BFM, Business FM Radio, Ringgit's Ringing, a segment that answers public's financial related questions. He also shared his view on current financial personal issues. Well, he has featured in Astro, RTM, and other medias. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. VP Tangka to actually address our program today on the topic of strengthening your business by managing personal risks during pandemic and beyond. Well, Mr. Tangka, over to you, sir. I think you're muted, sir.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, now. Thank you, Mr. Nivas, and also Mr. Tamal Selvam, for inviting me today to speak on this topic. And then, welcome, ladies and gentlemen who have joined. I hope towards the end of this session, you will get some kind of idea or something to bring forward where you can use it for yourself and also for your business. I'm not going to share anything theory. It's going to be 100% practical of my experience in the financial industry for the past almost 30 years and financial planning industry for the past 14 years. Okay, I've been dealing with a lot of business owners since involved in financial industry. And I could see that there are some challenges and trends where I think they should look at it, and if they can address, I think it will definitely help them to improve their business. Some of the areas are very crucial. It is not that they don't know, but sometimes they ignore, or just it because of their busy schedule with business, they may not looking into it. So I think before we start, have a very short video for you to just watch. Okay, while you are watching, just take note of one or two areas or words that struck your mind. Later, you may just share with me what is it that you got it from that video. Okay, so proceed with the video.
I think Satish, the sound is not clear, Satish.
Yeah, actually we can't hear, very slow.
Satish,
Yes, sir. Increasing the sound.
can you?
The video is. No, it's not moving, I think.
Not clear, Satish, the video.
Maybe try to reshare again. Or
I think you. Is it because it's recording?
Could be, sir.
I think Mr. Tanga, you can carry on, sir.
okay. Okay, maybe I'll share this later. Nivas, you may share with your
Sure.
members.
So can you speak louder, sir? The
okay.
response from participants here.
Okay, sure. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Is it clear? Okay. So I will share. You have the video. So later you will, watch the video. You may watch the video. Actually, what is that? I was touched with this video. Is it talk about the ant? It resembles we as business owners. If you look at the ant, how they work very hard. They don't just work for today. They work for prepare for future. And when there are obstacles on their way, they don't just stop there. They will find new ways. Sometimes they overtake, sometimes they go over, or even find another way to achieve their goal, meaning that they go and reach their heights. So we as business owners, I understand, especially now at current situation, additional and extra challenges. So take these, ends, their attitudes and the way they handle things will at least to give some motivation to us to move forward. Okay, watch it a few times. You will gain something from that. Okay, let's move on to the slides, the presentation. Shall I share?
Yes, sir, you can.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Is it clear? Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So today's topic is strengthening your business by managing personal risk during pandemic and beyond. Both Mr. Nivas and Mr. Thammasselvam, when during in the beginning when addressing the today's session, they have shown discuss about the concern of what is going on, not just in Malaysia, throughout the world. Okay. business risks, today I'm going to more, I will be addressing more of personal risk, how it is going to impact your business, and also by improving or identifying and overcoming those personal risks, how is it going to help your business? Because most of the time, why are we doing business? End of the day is for income. So everything will be around that, earning an income. And we are very sorry for those, as what Mr. Nivas said, those who have lost their lives, family members, and so on, friends. And also even the business were currently at a very difficult situation. What can I do, or what shall we do now? Of course, it's very well. We have very limited resources now. Whatever the government gives, the moratorium and other benefits may not be very big, but if your current situation is between life and death, I think you have to take it and move, at least to sustain your family and yourself, and to certain extent your business, because there are also people who are dependent on your business and you. So you have to pull through. I think to, based on the experts reports and all that, I think this situation will improve in the next 1 to 2 months time. Until then, if you are at the rock bottom, of course that's very little help we can do. Okay, but whatever we are going to discuss today will definitely help you if there were to be another situation like this, or even worse than this. Okay, we shall move. And if you have any questions, please put in the chat box. Later I will try to address them. Okay. First is, do we have control on COVID, or natural disaster? Definitely, we ourselves, we got no control over that, but we can control ourselves. Okay. And then similarly, because of that, now is also to certain extent the economy also being affected. It is not just now, even before, many times there were economic downturn. But can we control that? The question is no. So shall we sit and worried about that? Is it a wise thing to do for a business owner? I always salute the business owners, because why? It needs a different type of courage and sacrifice and passion for somebody to jump into business. If not, anybody, you just can go and work 9 to 5, end of the month you get your paycheck and that's it. But business owners are different group of breed. I believe that you guys, or including me, because I'm also a business owner, okay, we should not sit and think about things which is beyond our control. We have to think about things which can be controlled. Okay, are these permanent? Okay, pandemic is temporary. Yes, this temporary is subjective. Sometimes we think that temporary is 1 week, 1 month, but this pandemic has gone beyond years. Okay, hopefully it will end very soon. We pray for that. And then even economic slowdown is also temporary. Temporary in the sense it can be 6 months, 1 year, or even 2 years. Okay, but we have to prepare for this. That's the most important part. If we are not prepared for this from now, forget about whatever happened. Let it pass is past. No point we talking about the past, because we cannot go back and change the past. But we can do something present, and we can move forward to the future. Okay, so here what is permanent is you and your business are permanent. The rest are temporary. So you have to believe in that very strongly. If you have any doubt, please revisit this. Okay, so business is a tool, is your tool to achieve your life goals. This is a way of you have chosen to fulfill your life goals based on the business. Okay, let's see. You're taking a taxi, you already get into the taxi. The taxi driver will ask you, sir, where would you like to go? What is your destination? What would you say? Will you say that, oh, you go wherever you want? Or will you have a specific destination where you wanted to go? So similarly, we are doing business. Business means a lot. Okay, I do not have the time, or we won't be discussing about that. If if I have another opportunity, we will discuss about that in detail. You see, business is actually consists of a lot of things. Why a person go into a business? It could be passionate. They are passionate about the business, or it's a family thing because the parents had it, so now they are continuing it. Or sometimes because they look at the income, somebody told them, oh, you do business, you can earn a big income. For whatever reason, it can be any reason for you to start. But after you start, you have to adjust yourself. Now, talking about business, because business is actually very directly related to income. Okay, do we know how much to earn for ourselves, or even for business for that matter? Okay, do you know the exact income to earn from your business? Oh, you may be asking, Mr. Tanga, what are you talking? We can earn any amount, any amount from the business. Yes. What is the minimum amount? Why you should have at least a minimum amount as your target? We will look at it later. If you don't know this, it is the bigger risk, because we will be running like headless chicken. Okay, we will be running like headless chicken because we do not have a target. We do not even have a minimum target. Okay, let's move on. Does these questions bothers you? Okay, how much you need to achieve your goals? Here you need income to sustain your lifestyle today. Here you means you and your family. And as a business owner, you also have to sustain your business. The question is, are you doing business to just sustain your business and sustain your lifestyle? If you are doing so, I think you have to reconsider. You are into business not to just sustain your lifestyle and sustain your business. Sustain your business means just nice to pay, salary to your, staffs, that's it. And then you bring back some money for your family, shelter, food, just basic needs. I think if that is the, reason you are into business, you have to really think about it. Okay. Now, the next question is how to achieve them. This income, X amount of income. First, you don't know. Okay, let's say assuming that, as with the financial planner, he or she have able to give you the, amount, calculate the amount. But how to achieve that? That's another challenge. And all these will boils down to your business. If you are not clear and you are in the confusion state, that confusion will create unnecessary worriedness in you. It bother your mind. That will definitely impact your business. Okay, do you agree? Because it's you are the main person in the business. The business can come and go. You can create 10 businesses. Okay, you can develop many businesses, but you are not there. Your mindset is not in one a piece of, you don't have a peace of mind. It is going to impact your business. Okay, many business owners may not realize this thin line between the personal life and also the business. Okay, how much to earn? What is I don't know, have you heard about all these details about income or different type of income? What is different type of income? I stated here minimum net income. As I told you just now, minimum net income just to maintain your lifestyle. That means for today. Today's food, today's shelter, today's expenses, your electric bill, your water bill, and so on. Maybe your children's tuition fees, whatever, but current. But even that, do we know how much we need? That is the first level of target you should have, your net income. Here, I mean net income, it also means that to sustain your business. I'm not talking about the growth yet. It's only sustaining your business. Okay. So how much you need to sustain your business will be indicated from your cash flow, your business cash flow, your income and expenses, especially your expenses. Now, what will be the second step is the optimum net income. Here I'm saying net income. I'm stressing on net income, meaning that the income that you have to take out from your business for yourself and your family. Do not combine, or I should say that make it like Roja, you know, your personal income and your business income. My personal income is my income, my business income also my income. Then you are asking for trouble, because you would not be able to differentiate what you see. We always, you know, treat business as a separate entity. You have to address business as a separate entity. If not, there will be a lot of confusion. That's where all the problems will start. Because when you address the business as a separate entity, if you want to take money from another person, do you think that you have an obligation to say why, you know, or to justify whether you can take that money from the business? Okay, so that so you need income and money to sustain your business, but you also need to plan for your future. So the income just now, the net income, minimum net income, just to sustain your lifestyle. Now you have to find out how much you need to achieve your goals, your future goals. Your 1 year, what you are supposed to achieve. Your 3 years, what are you supposed to achieve. And beyond 3 years, what are the things you're supposed to achieve. If you are very clear, if you're not clear, okay, all this will be, some or other will come to your mind, you know, on and off. You know, sometimes, you know, at the corner of your mind, you know, it says that, look here, you know, you are not sure about this. You're not sure about that. Are you okay? You are doing this. So all these, challenges, you know, will bother you. When you are bothered, your mind is not stable, you will definitely bring this issue into your business. I always tell some of my business owners, you know, when I talk to them, initially they will say, Mr. Nga, can you look into my business first? I said, I can, you know, I've done that. But if you ask me, let's look at your personal matters first, personal finances first. Because if I can identify and I can clear your personal challenges, then you know, like COVID virus, you know, like usually the business owners carries the virus into the business. You know, the challenges, the risk, or the, you know, things that they which bother their mind, they will carry this into their business and destroy the business. So my stand on this is, let me destroy the virus while it is within you, before it can spread to your business. Okay, so let's see detail about what I meant. So here, before I move further, take care of your business, because business is very important. How? Via a business planning. It is a different ball game, you know, but in this business planning, your personal financial planning will be definitely part of it. Okay, I will show towards the end how it will blend together. Okay, so this you have to do. So you need to have two documents. One is the business planning document. The other one is a financial planning document. This document will solve a lot of your challenges and a lot of your issues. Okay. Okay, if you can identify or reduce your risks or obstacles, then you can achieve your goals. Okay, let's look at what a financial planning can do, the overview of it. Excuse me. The financial planning, via financial planning, we will be able to identify the risk. The risk, later I will share with you. Some of the risks you may not have thought about it. Some are very obvious risk, which everybody knows. Some of the risks are very silent. So I'm more worried also about the silent risk, which can suddenly pop up and kill you. Kill you meaning that kill your business. Okay. And via financial planning, we'll be able to come up with solutions. options. What can you do? You know, what are the sacrifices can you do? What are the changes can you do? You know, what are the things that is, you know, the shortfalls or whatever, what do you call, amount that you need to earn or you need to save, you know. So all these, end of the day, will give you a peace of mind and clear thought. When you have peace of mind and clear thought, definitely you will have some strength. And this strength will be put into the business. And you can see sometimes, even you know, we are now talking about, you know, economic slowdown and all that. Take the normal, you know, pre-COVID. You tell me all the business were good? Not necessary. Sometimes same businesses, you know, same business, you know, for example, textile, both are textile, but one company or one textile company will be doing better or much more better than the other one. So why? If you talk to the business owners, I like to interview business owners. I like to talk to business owners, especially successful business owners. A few common things they have is they are very clear about what they are doing, and they are motivated to do things, and they, you know, willing to face challenges. So these are some of the what do you call, elements that help them to be successful. Let's dive into the financial planning. Okay, goals. What do you mean by goals? Okay, goals can be, you know, many things. Goal can be, you know, even buying a car, goals about your retirement, goals about your children's education if you're married and have kids, and goals about your business growth. Now, I will talk about the retirement and so on later, but just give you what you call a picture of what is the risk here. You see, goals, it can be 1, 2, 3, or whatever goals. It should be very clearly written. You go through some courses or read books about psychology, you know, about mind and all those things. They always tells you, please write down your goals. Is it enough just to write down? No, you have to clearly put the goals. For example, if you want to buy a car, what car are you going to buy? How much is the car today? If you are going to buy today, if you are going to buy in a few years time, what will be the price? The next is where the money is going to come. How much is from your pocket? Are you going to trade in your car, or is it the new, you have to come up with your deposit? Then where after you know, buy the car, the monthly installment, is it same as earlier, or is it lower, or is it higher? If it is same, fine. If it is lower, good. But if it is higher than earlier, then you have to check your cash flow, your income. Is it enough? So similarly, the goals must be well defined: when, how much, you know, all these, and plus the inflation if needed. So if you do not have a clear goal, this is a hidden risk, meaning that you got no destination to go. You are not motivated. Okay, I earn income from business. What am I supposed to do? Today, I'm talking about buying a bungalow in, you know, in Puchong. Tomorrow, I talk about a semi-D in, you know, in maybe in PJ. And the next day, another friend talked to me about terrace house. So I talk about terrace house in Shalam. So it is not clear. So it is a hidden risk. That is why sometimes after, you know, you talk to some senior business owners. Oh, I've been in the business for the past 10 years, 20 years, 15 years. But what have you achieved? You look back, nothing much that you have achieved. Why? Because you do not have a clear goals. So as a financial advisor, this is our first job, to make all the goals clear and prioritize them. It's very important. Which one to go first and which one to go last. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the next is very important. I will say that this is the blood of your finance, you know, even your business, your income and expenses. Okay, whenever you take your, you know, your income and expenses, you know, your cash flow statement, whether it's business or personal, you must have a very detailed. Okay, another very interesting thing, when I ask my business owners how much you earn, how much you take, you know, take home pay for your, you know, your family, they will usually do not have a clear answer. they will say some rough figures, and you'll be surprised because if they do not have a clear answer, we have to do a backward calculation using their expenses. When I calculate their expenses, my expenses list is very detailed. Okay, very, very detailed. So when I come up with those figures, which is from them, they will be surprised to look at those figures. They said, are you sure, Mr. Tanga, we are spending so much? Yes. So meaning that that income, the expenses is actually from your business. Okay, now the next question is it positive? Okay, is it, surplus? Is it positive? Very good. Let's say you save, for a discussion purpose, let's say you save about 5,000 a month. Fantastic. For the past 2 years, you have been saving. So where is this 5,000 a month? It's about 120,000 for 2 years. If you can show me where you keep it, is in the savings or is in the investment, fantastic. Very good. Carry on. So if not, where is it? Then it's a leakage. So you have to find the leakage here, not later. If you do not know, this is another risk, because this risk will multiply and it will come in front of you and it will impact the whole of your cash flow, and it will again disturb your business. Okay, let's say if it is negative, meaning that your expenses is higher than income, or that's even more dangerous. So it is good that at least you know that you have negative income now. At least identify. So my job is I won't move further from here if I see any negative cash flow. I will stop there and I will make sure that they have at least break even. You have to do a lot of sacrifices. You can do the similar things in your business. I'm just giving you so you can pick up and you can also do that in your business. Okay, so you have to address this. No point you talking about investment, this and that, if your cash flow is negative. Okay, so this is very, very important. So as in the what you call financial plan, a financial planner will be able to identify this. Okay, and how to move forward. Okay, this is another hidden risk. This is why sometimes you see you hear about blacklisting, bankruptcy. All this blacklisting and bankruptcy doesn't happen one day. It happens over the years. It starts here. This is the main reason why someone has gone bankrupt or blacklisted. Okay, so that is why I said it's a hidden risk. Okay, let's see the next one. Your assets, okay, your assets, if you can see, the first picture is your home. I don't really look into your personal use asset, whatever you use it, meaning that the home you stay, the car you drive, because that won't create income, bring income. Okay, I'm more concerned about your business as an investment asset or business asset, which can brings you more income. Okay, so what I'll do is your cash, your FD, where your emergency fund will sit there, in the cash or FD, and then your cash investment, and then your business value. Because this is another challenge, with business owners. When I ask them, okay, towards the end, meaning that when you retire, okay, retirement I will discuss in detail. When you retire, what are you going to do with the business? They don't know. They do not have an idea. I think it is very high time for you to think about what can you do, or what are you going to do with your business. At least you can prepare from now, because if your business is good, has got value, then you can sell it, or you can have another person to run it and you will be the silent partner. Or you have big dreams, you can even go for public listing, and this business value will be part of your future retirement, retirement goal. And other investment can be part of your children's education, part of your, you want to buy a property, you want to buy a home. All these, you have to tag all these assets to your goals, so that you know whether you are going forward or backward from your goals. The financial planner will be able to analyze all these and also find the growth rate in the future and see whether you can achieve your goals. Okay, the assets are very important. Sometimes we do investments, we do not know whether the investments are doing well. We have invested, after that we never look back. It is very bad. You may think that this investment will give you the anticipated amount in the future. What if it didn't? Okay, it has to be periodic check on your all your investment, including your properties and so on. Okay. Next is your liabilities. This is another hidden risk. Of course, it is quite obvious also. You know, people take a lot of loans. You know, nowadays, almost, you know, every week I'm receiving phone calls from banks. When you are a good paymaster, they will call you and give all types of loan. You know, I always say that banks are, you know, licensed loan shark. They give you umbrella when there is no rain. They will take away your umbrella when there is a rain. Okay, so they are very easy to give loan if you are a good paymaster or your income is, you know, sufficient enough. But how many of us have calculated what is our loan risk? What is our loan ratio? You know, so sometimes, you know, there are two types of clients. Some clients I said, stop your loans, no more loans until I settle all your, you know, your liabilities, you know, to a certain extent. But sometimes for some clients, I tell them, please go and take some loan, you know, because why? Their debt ratio is very low. You know, they can use the loan to improve their business if they want to. Okay, but we also have to calculate after effect of the loan, which is the monthly repayment. You know, if the monthly repayment is not good, you know, you don't have that income, please don't step into the loan. At least, you know, maybe from 3 meals, you know, you sacrifice 1 meal, and then, you know, you live with a 2 meal first until you increase your income. You know, so sometimes, you know, people comes to me, the loan is already above the nose, you know, which is, you know, it is not I'm not a magician, I'm not a god where, you know, at one click, you know, I say, okay, we will turn everything, you know, into positive. No, you see, sometimes the side effects, what a financial planner can do is they will reduce the impact. Yes. Okay. And then they can protect you, give some gadgets to protect you from the impact. But if it is beyond the control, you have to go through the pain. Okay, still the financial planner can help, but the painfulness of those, you know, that process, the business owner or you as a person, you have to go through. And I've you know, made the loan shark as the red in color. Please avoid loan shark. If you are into that, I think you really have to look into, you know, all your finance very urgently. You know, please never go to loan sharks. Okay. Next. This is in the process of financial planning. This is part of it. This is obvious risk where everybody talk about it. You know, usually insurance agent most of the time talk about it: premature death, total and permanent disability, critical illness, and medical bills. In fact, I did a very detailed, you know, speech on this, where if you cannot be insured, you know, or you are not able to insure, what to do. Okay. So now another challenging part now currently due to COVID, some of the medical cards, most of the medical cards, the latest one, they do not have a provision for pandemic. So if you ended up in private hospital, please check you know, it could be some challenges. You may not get the claim. So these are some of the things that we cannot even depend 100% on certain things. We still need to have some cash, you know, or some other emergency fund with us in case we could not, you know, use those facilities that we already have, like insurance and so on. Okay. So this is something that I will calculate. Okay. I won't just do this part of it based on your income. I will pull all the other earlier risk into it, and you will have an overview of your risk, you know, across the board. Okay. So this is something normal. If you have any question, you may ask. Another hidden risk. Okay. This is about retirement. Okay. Retirement, when you ask business owners, when I'm going to retire, they will smile and say, no, Mr. Tanga, I won't retire. You know, why should I retire? It's my own business. Fantastic. Fine. I'm not asking about, or I'm not talking about that retirement. What I'm talking about is when I'm going to retire from carry your bag, or retire from meeting your clients under the circumstances that you must do that. If you don't do that, end of the month, you may not have enough income. That's the situation I'm talking about. When I'm going to decide which age you are going to get yourself freed from this daily routine and things, you can still keep your business. As I told you earlier, you may have other plans for your business. That's, in fact, yesterday one of my clients called me, Ms. Tanga, do you look at the based on the current situation, I'm not sure when it's going to become normal. What about me, bringing another young partner, at least to carry on, so I can train this partner. I said, fantastic idea. Now the challenge is finding the right partner. Okay, so it is a hidden risk, because this client of mine already reaching near to retirement. So we already assess his money is enough for his retirement, but he doesn't want to just give up the business because sometimes the attachment. Okay, actually, I'm a person or advocate, you shouldn't have so much attachment to the business. It is a detachment in an attachment. I like to say that, I mean, after a certain extent, when you come to a retirement, you have to make a decision. If that business is bringing a good income and you want a peaceful life, you don't want to get involved much, I mean, you may even sell that business. Nothing wrong with that. It's a very good profit, or you can still continue. Okay, so now, upon retirement, what are your funds? Where your money, your income is going to come? Okay, we are not government servants. If you have a government servants, then we have some pension there, but we are not. So you will find that after retirement, if you did not plan properly, you will find that suddenly you won't have enough money. This, I call it hidden risk, because we don't see it today. If you don't plan it based on the goals, clear goals, you will find challenges. Okay, even your business, okay, as I told you, can be part of your retirement. So it's all depend on how are you going to plan from now. Okay, you cannot decide. See, I had a client, business client, after I go through their business, actually they do not have much value in the business. They do not have much property except one property. They do not have some stocks, stocks and barrel. But other than that, they do not have a brand to sell. They do not have, big customer base to sell. So after realizing that, they in fact postponed their retirement for another 3 years. And now they are working very hard to build their business so that they can sell the business when the time comes. Okay, so at least whatever you're doing it now. That is my point here. Okay, this is another subject itself, especially for business owners, what you call estate planning. Okay, it's a big word, estate planning. To make it simplify, if you have any questions later, I can address that, because I've been into estate planning for the past 15 years, and I've handled quite complicated estate planning. Okay, for business owners especially. Okay, when we earn, okay, so far, you have business, you have earned, you have invested, you have saved, you have properties, you have your home, you have your cash, and you have your business, you have your minor children. Okay, if you have minor children, then the risk is even higher. Okay, because we are not just talking about a death of a person, we are also talking about joint death, because commonly it happens now. So joint death means husband and wife. So what to do? Is it wills enough? Is it trust is enough? So how to do? Especially for those Muslims, if you don't do any planning, don't write any wills or create any trust, you are subject to faraid law. If you do something, then you can do wasiat and also hibah. The next is for non-Muslims. If you don't do anything, it will go under Distribution Act. If any spouses here, meaning that it doesn't matter whether husband or wife, spouses, you won't like to see the Distribution Act, because it is not favored to the spouse, it's more favored to the children. And if you have parents, they also come into the picture. I'm not saying that you shouldn't give it to your parents, but it can be planned. Okay, so whether to write wills or trust create, it depends on your need. Okay, on the business, if let's say you have partners, even if you're sole proprietor, you need to have something to for the smooth transition. Okay, but whereas if partners, if family members, the risk is slightly lower. But if it is not family members as partners, what you call shareholders, then you really need to work on it. In fact, this is another big subject that, if time permits, we may discuss in another time. Okay. So, because why? A lot of risk involved here. Because the partners here, the two business partners, they may have different set of skills. Okay, the business runs today because of those set of skills. Okay, if one of them is not there or incapable of doing carry out their activities, definitely the business is going to be affected. So you have to calculate how much is going to affect, because you must remember both the surviving partner and also the deceased partner's family, that if something happened to the business, is going to impact your business. Impact your your personal life. Okay, that is why we have to plan as quick as possible to achieve those goals, personal goals, so that even if there is impact on the business, it may not impact you so much. Okay. Okay, I'll just go through the sample of financial plan very fast. I won't go very detailed. I'm talking about the document. So at least you have a feel of what is it, the document. And bear with me, concentrate on the some of the what you call part in this financial plan. We already come to the almost end. Towards the end, I will talk about future cash flow. So just bear with me. Okay. This is the content, how it looks like. Whatever I have been speaking to you so far, all will be documented. Everything will be documented. You will be surprised that sometimes I have business owners, when I ask about their assets, oh my God, they take 6 months to find out their assets. If while they are alive, they took 6 months to find out what if something happened to them. The whole family is going to be in dilemma. Okay, so at least we put everything into record. Your loans, your assets, your cash flow, where the money goes, your investment analysis, your risk management. In fact, we give the what do you call that, distribution act. If you didn't write any wills, okay, then we will go into your goals, emergency fund, okay, for business and also for personal. To certain extent, I'm also handling business part, little bit on the business part when I do my planning, unless I do full business planning. Okay. Now, on the retirement, as I told you, how much I'll bring all your current assets. So because you don't have to afraid, meaning that I have to start from scratch, is it? No. Whatever you have, we will bring it into the plan and see what is the shortfall, if there is any. If there is no shortfall, fine. You already achieved the goals. At least you have a satisfaction. You have somebody who are qualified person to say that, don't worry, you already achieved. So in fact, you see, look at this. Sometimes you also have business goals. Let me show you. Okay. You see here, setting up a yoga business. It's a very small business goal, but even that we will address. When to start the business, this yoga business? How much do you need? Where is the place you are going to start? To certain extent, do a simple business planning for this. Okay, it's all interrelated. You cannot run away business planning and financial planning. Okay, let me do this and we'll come to the end. Okay, this is a very important part. In fact, this is my forte. Whenever my clients do their financial planning, towards the end, I'll be able to tell them that, look here, your current expenses are this. This is to maintain your lifestyle. Now, we have already discussed about the goals, and we know if there is any shortfall, we will bring that, the gap, and then we will see how to overcome the shortfall. In order to overcome the shortfall, how much extra income do you have to earn? If towards the end, you have the new income, if that income is within your reach, fantastic, you just have to continue your business. Let's say that income is not within your reach, meaning that you have to do something about your business. You have to reconsider. Then you go into your business, you look at your expenses, where the leakages are, where the monies are, being wasted. So I've seen, okay, one of my clients, when I did financial planning, I could see that their business is actually good, but they always have issue to achieve their goals because something is not right. So I even, because I know them very well, they are also my friends for more than 20 years. I know that is why financial planning is more of we need to have a chemistry, you know, we need to blend together to make this successful, what do you call, process. So I could see that something is not right in the business. Before I go into the business, I told him, can you, because my friend is a marketing person. I think most of the business owners are marketing people. Okay, marketing people. So there are some issues with their backend, meaning the finance, you know, the workers and so on. So he do not have time to look into that. So because of that, his income has been wasted, leakages. So I told him to bring the wife. Okay, I don't really tell this to all my clients. Here I have to, I told this because I know both of them. Okay, in fact, the wife is very, she's very, I should say that, you know, she doesn't spend money unnecessarily. Of course, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable for my client, you know, but you know, it will, in the long run, it's going to benefit the business. And today they are doing very well. And he said, thank you, Tanga, for advising me, you know, because of course the wife now already retiring now, and now the son has come and take over the business, but they managed to, you know, bring the business to the next level because they managed to handle the, you know, business challenges. They found that from the financial planning, not the business planning. Okay, so with that, I think this is my last slide, and open for question and answer session. And for those who are here, you can scan this QR code. If you need to have one-to-one session or you want to know further, there will be some Google document where you can fill in and send to me. And later, I think very soon, the link also will be flashed in the chat room. So you can also click the link or copy the link, and you can communicate with me later. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Tanga, for the wonderful, brief and also comprehensive session on the strengthening your business by managing a personal ring.
Breaking, Ivas. Is it mine?
Yeah, can you hear me, Mr. Tanga? Yeah.
Yes. Now
thank you, Mr. Tanga. Thank you for your wonderful session on the strengthening your business by managing your personal risk during pandemic and beyond pandemic. Actually, you have given a very good overview of how a business owner should manage their personal risk, especially during this time, trying times, which they have overlooked over the period of years. So how can they actually identify, assess, and also mitigate the risk accordingly, so that should any unfortunate happens, the business succession can continue, and those who are actually struggling in business now, they can also reassess their financial positions to ensure that the businesses can be recovered or resuscitated in next 6 months. And I think you also touched on a key man insurance, where how can two expertise in the company or 2 or 3 expertise in the company can secure their stakes for their next of kin should anything happen, and the businesses can also do not incur loss, so that it can actually be protected should there is any kind of losses, and also the family of the kin will be protected. So here we have a question from our one of our participants, Mr. Padma. He has a question, Mr. Tanga. I'll just read it to you. He had a positive cash flow in business, but COVID has totally killed his income in 2021, but it continued to retain resource. He continued to retain resources, thinking that it will recover in few months, but in April, things did not change and gone worse. Now, the cash reserve has burned to retain resources. The only option he had was to shut down and let go his 85 staffs. So he's asking whether should he go into a term loan to maintain it, or just let go his 85 staffs. Am I right, Mr. Padma?
Yes, Mr. Nivas.
So he's worried the next 6 months, the Delta variant that is quite aggressive now would not just fade away. It will be continue to be in our life in next maybe couple of years. So how can a business entity like this look forward for in their path to recovery? We can't hear you, Mr. Tanga. Unmute yourself, Mr. Tanga. You have to unmute yourself.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. So, Mr. Padma, don't mind, what business are you in?
Sorry for that. I'm in the tourism industry.
Okay. Okay. Tourism industry is the most affected business of, all the business. Very sorry to hear that. I understand. Now it is about survival. Okay. When we talk about survival, yeah, let going the 85 staff is not easy, because 85 families things are beyond our control, at least temporarily, because now you have to decide between you, your family, and the business. And it is not easy to decide that. I perfectly understand. I perfectly understand. So you have to pull your resources on whatever the moratorium, little things that government has given. That will be something, something that you can, use that. Second will be, of course, you had some additional cash flow. Yes, I understand. So in the future, of course, your industry will definitely come up very fast. In fact, the variant and all that. Please, as I told you in the beginning, what do you call? Don't put all these into your mind and make things worse. Yes, let the variant, whatever is there, let it be there. But you yourself, have this, positive mindset. It's very challenging, yes, but then you have to have that, and what you can do now is, to look into, I think, as I told you from the beginning, I think another 1-2 months. You have come so far, you just have to hold it, when the things become normal, okay, then you have something to do. You have to plan, more than you planned earlier, meaning that, let's say earlier you had reserved for 6 months, now you need to reserve for 1 year, or you may need to reserve more than that, or you may keep some reserve in other investment, low risk investments. So these are some of the planning that can do for future. But currently, yes, your business, I truly understand. In fact, I have 1 or 2 are in your business. Okay, but taking term loan, just now your question, taking term loan, it could be one of the solution. But then how are you going to pay that? So that's a challenge.
Repayment of the loan was the most worrying part.
Yes.
If the prediction of recovery in 2-3 months, or be it on 6 months, is there, then as an entrepreneur, I don't mind putting the gamble on the table. But the last year's moratoriums or the loans didn't happen this year, so it is really need to give a deep thought. So when you look at that, it's too risky. If it doesn't, now we're in August, if nothing changes by October, this recovery will be dragged up to June next year. And then, the payroll is very, very big.
I think, of course, another hit. Yes, Mr. Padma. I think it's breaking, maybe on my side, I think. Okay, never mind. You may contact me later. Maybe we can have a chat detail. But let me give you some ideas that, of course, another headache now is our politics. With all this pandemic issue, we have another big challenge because of our politics. Because they're supposed to announce something for those who have put their, 2 vaccination and so on. So whatever it is, if they do that, I'm very sure that your business at least the local one will start something somewhere. I know we just have to pray. We all pray for that. Maybe you can contact me. We may have to have a separate, discussion. Next, Mr. Nivas.
I think just a couple of hours ago, the Prime Minister has announced that there will be a relaxation of rules for those who are fully vaccinated to be reviewed soon, but we don't know how soon is it.
Yes, yes, he has been telling that for the past few.
Yeah, that's been too long, too soon.
Too long, too soon. Okay.
So I think most of the MSMEs are in the same predicament of Mr. Padma, despite various business nature. So everybody is burning their hard-earned cash and their savings that they have actually set aside.
Yes.
So that was actually for capex, but now they're using it for opex. Is it?
Yes, yes, yeah. No choice. Yes. So now it's between death and life. So we have to use.
We just want to know what is the safety net. How long we can go sustaining this way, Mr. Tanga.
I mean, that's as I told you. I mean, I'm not expert in the pandemic, but when we read, I don't actually don't read or listen to all these WhatsApps. Instantly people become what you call doctors and so on. No, I always read more what you call trustworthy reports and all that. In fact, I have friends in Europe. I spoke to them recently. They already operating. In fact, because they already vaccinated, most of them vaccinated. So they already opened their restaurant business, even 50% now, outside. They can sit outside 50%. So my gut feeling or whatever I read, a little, expertise that I have, I think that another 2 months, if our political situation doesn't worsen, okay. But put that aside, we will, the business, because some of the business not really very much related to politics. So it doesn't, so much bothering you unless you are doing government projects and all that. Okay. So I think given another 2 months, should be something must come up, so we are hoping for that.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Well, I think there are no questions yet. Okay, probably we just would like to know here, Mr. Tanga, that now the businesses are actually closing down, closing down. And let's say a business owner is cash rich, but the businesses is failing,
Yes.
So in that circumstances, should he deplete his current reserves to sustain the business, or liquidate the business and wait and see approach when the things are resumed back to normal, he comes in back into the market?
Okay, it's a very interesting and valid question, Mr. Nivas. When you are cash rich, and that's why, like I quote just now, my friend, he's cash rich, he's cash rich. He no liabilities. Now he's thinking he can go on without any income. So now he's thinking whether to give it to somebody, and he will sit, back seat, and when things improve, he will go in. Okay. Now, again, as I told you, you can only decide if you have done your financial planning, where are you standing, you are very comfortable, you can just keep quiet. I mean, if you don't want to take any risk. But let's say you still need to have the business, then maybe you minimize, your exposure now, and after things improve, then you go in. And another area also, but this is very subjective, and I cannot just give this as a solution, because why? I need to understand the business owner. Some of them are very good in taking other businesses, and they can revive those businesses. If you are that type of person, this is a good opportunity. Okay, but it all depends on individuals. Not many business owners have this ability, because it's also risky, because you have to maintain your current business and you are going into another business. If it is related, fine. If it is not related, then you have to be very careful. So the options are very wide open, but it again boils down to the capability of the business owner, the capability of the financial standing now, and what is it their liabilities, if there is any, and also where any goals to achieve, and the timeline. I hope I've addressed some of your concern.
Yes, you have addressed it well, Mr. Tanga. Well, is there any questions? That
Any
we
other
can
question? You may even,
floor?
yeah.
Any raise of hands that we can actually address from the floor? Well, regarding the key man insurance, Mr. Tanga, partnership of a company, because these days MSMEs they have more than one owners.
Yes.
So
yes.
in this more than one owners concept, and you know the health is today the situation is quite bad, and I think overnight changes the landscape of the company status. You see, so in those circumstances, the key man insurance now seems to be very essential in every business, every company, to protect the company's future should anything happen to either partners. So do you think that each and every MSMEs should address this immediately?
Okay, this is another valid question. Partners, partners or shareholders, you have to first, as I told you, your business planning. After the business planning, or even before the business planning, at least you should have your partnership agreement or a shareholder agreement. Okay, that is first. Then I know as a financial planner, we can assess your contribution and your risk. There are a few formulas to follow. Then from there, we know how much do you need to sustain. If let's say partner A pass away, or partner A is not unable to perform his or her duties, so how much income loss will you have? Identify that, and both parties, then you look for a solution. Okay, if you are insurable, then you can get an insurance will be cheaper. Okay, okay, since you asked, I can go a little bit deeper into that. You can go for term insurance, which is cheaper, and also you can also tax incentive and all that will be there. So that will be one of it. Let's say one of them are not able to insure, then you have to look into other avenues, like investments. Start some investments. I have two partners after I did their plan. One factor I would like to share here, I forgot to say, whatever discuss my clients discuss, sometimes I have two partners do their personal financial planning and then their business to me. So when I discuss with them on their personal matters, I don't share with them. Okay, it is 100% very highly confidential. Okay, so I had this situation where even discussing about the risk, we discussed together, and discussing about their estate planning, we discussed together on the business part, but on the personal part we discuss separately. Okay, come back to your question. So let's say they are insurable, then we have to find the amount. If not, we have to have another investment or savings for to equal amount, so that should something happen, this money will come into the business, and then the business can continue. You can have various conditions there, where the money comes into the business takes 100%, which is not likely. What usually the business owners will do is they will take part of it to sustain for the business, and part of it they will pay to the deceased partner's family and buy over the shares. Okay, all this, it is very easy to say, but when you come to practical, you have to put it into agreement. That is where sometimes business owners may not show interest after they taking the insurance. After you take these things are not addressed, you will find challenges upon claim. Okay, so it is very important. Even key man, you have a staff who is very contributive to your business, maybe you can also sustain, and also some PRS scheme, where you can sustain your staffs and all that. Okay, because the key staffs, the key men. Any other questions? I hope I've addressed yours.
Well, I would like to open to the floor. Mr. Selvam, you have anything to say, Mr. Selvam?
I think I see Stephen Anthony as a question there which haven't addressed yet in the chat group.
Oh, Stephen Anthony was just asking about your price for your charge. I think, Mr. Stephen, you can actually directly contact Mr. Tanga on this commercial matter. Mr. Tanga, you have actually flashed your contact details there just now. Probably a secretary can type Mr. Tanga's number and email address so that Mr. Stephen
Yeah,
can.
I've also put the secretary can flash out the link. Okay, on the fees, let me tell you, you don't have to be worried much. It is not something, beyond your affordability. All my clients have said that my fees are very reasonable, and you don't have to do the entire planning. You may address one or two areas first. It's all very subjective. So please discuss with me. Do not worry about fees and all that now. So what I see sometimes they will talk a lot, ask a lot. After that, no follow up, so nothing will happen. Okay, you'll come back to square. So at least have a discussion. The first discussion is entirely free. We can have a first discussion, no issue. Just contact me, put the details. My assistant will communicate and put the appointments. Okay. Any other questions?
I think.
Yeah, Mr. Tanka, I would like to say a few things. Mr. Nivas also. Okay, I think Mr. Tanka, your presentation was so good, and I think make us realize everybody have to reflect ourselves. Okay, you're talking about now all this financial problem what we are facing. This is the time we reflect ourselves. We sit, working from home. We are looking at our assets. Where is the file? Where is our ground?
Yeah, right.
Where is the land grant? Where's the house grant? Is it in order or is it lost? And then where actually we are. Then now we are recalculating back our current financial situation. Like in the good times, we never look back. We keep on doing business every day. We want to do new things, buy new assets, buy buildings, and then make profit. We want to travel, all this kind of thing. It was always positive. And now everything came at a halt. And then now we realize that now we are looking back where all this while where we are, and what have we achieved. So it's timely that you have mentioned all these things. I think all the participants start thinking now. And then now we're also thinking about writing a will, yeah. And then we have sad to say during this pandemic, their husband, wives, and even one family is wiped out. Very sad. These are situations happening. I think we shouldn't take it lightly. I think after this meeting, after this presentation, I think every one of us have to look into our personal financial situation and also business. And in business areas where we think we need to make a smart and intelligent move now and plan for the next how many years, we have to start doing that. Again, of course, Mr. Tanka, you mentioned we always have to think positive. Okay, I'm thinking positive. I think yesterday our PM has given one positive note saying that Sarawak, Perlis, and Putrajaya is going to phase 3. So I think phase 3, we know that quite a number of things can be opened up. There'll be business transforming, and business who are closed will open up. So these 3 states will be a model. And of course, we are staying in Selangor and Klang Valley, Kuala Lumpur. We are affected most, so we still can't see any light after the tunnel. But I think there will be state will be moving. So those businesses which we do it all of Malaysia, I think probably in which states are safer, I think business can start there first for business people. And coming back to your topic on risk management, I think we have to reflect, and I think we should get expertise, knowledge, to share how we can transform our business and go back to track, and then not sitting at home and getting worried and stressed and all this kind of thing. I think we should move forward. So I think it's a very good session today. Thank you for the moderator, Mr. Nivas, also to arrange such a program.
Just one final word, Mr. Thamselvam. Okay. Actually, sometimes we as financial advisors, licensed financial advisors, I didn't talk about the license and all that, is another this thing, but we hear our clients. sometimes the clients load all their worries on us. Okay, so we carry that. So at least they feel lighter. You know, they feel lighter. And I always tell my clients, you concentrate on your business. I will make sure the finance is intact. Okay, let me tell you, even today, some of my clients, one of my clients, where he's sending his son to overseas for education, his business 60% down. Okay, but he's handling the business separately, but his personal goal, it is intact. He is not worried because the money is already there. So he's sending the son next month. So this is what we want to achieve. Okay, and it cannot be achieved today, because I worked with this client for the past 10 years. Okay, so these are some of the final my this thing. So take action. Don't just hear, listen, and then seeking advice with those who are not qualified. Seeking advice from our neighbor, seeking advice from our So don't be professional. Seeking advice, seek advice with the professional, and move forward. Thank you.
Okay, another thing I want to also take this opportunity to highlight to everybody. I think during good times, I'm talking about during good times, we have partnership. One of the partner probably a bit senior, retiring age, and the other partner is young. So the senior person gets worried, once my certain age, anything happened to me, what is going to happen to my part of the share in this company? How is it going to be? How assured can this part of it will be given to my next of kin or to my family? So that is when, like what you said just now, during good times also, we have to think about this kind of risk management. And there is some joint insurance to be taken, paid by the company, so that in case any one of us is, then this money will be used to pay all this liability or creditors, or even give back to the deceased family. All this kind of thing. This kind of planning is also, I think, very important. That I did this, I think, almost like 8 years ago. I planned this and did it for my company.
Put an agreement also, sir. Make sure you have your agreement also.
Yeah. So that just to share.
Well, I think Mr. 𝐒𝐓𝐑𝐄𝐍𝐆 has taken a good step to do a good key man insurance planning for his company.
Oh, very
I
good.
think
Very good.
all of us should follow suit. So,
Congrats.
Mr. Tanga, your talk today has actually opened up the mind of our MSMEs and multi-tier company owners to actually identify the risk, assess the risk, and also find a control measure to mitigate the risk, so that their personal finance risk is actually protected and the company's goal is actually achieved. So I think we have a question here by Mr. Last question, we take it from Mr. 𝐾𝐿𝐶𝐆𝐓. Mr. Silvan?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, for your information, I'm having a barber shop hair salon. Okay, so I'm having 3 branches. So last year, since the lockdown from March to June, we have been financially affected, because most of the shop owner, they request full rental, and 1 or 2 of them, they willing to take a half rental. After that, subsequently, before end of the month, we need to shut down another 2 months. So now the 4th round is coming in now. So up to this August, we will be shut down for 3 months. Okay. So now in this situation, how should we do? Because some of us like having worried, want to let go 1 or 2 shops because the owner keep on demanding the rental. At the same time, we need to feed our workers, because most of our workers foreigners. So we need to give them at least half month's rental, not only for them, but their family in India. So most of us are contemplating whether we'll be able to go on with this business. Because for last year's the shutdown, had it wiped up all our savings. Now we try to apply for bank loans. We couldn't get any bank loans. In this dilemma, what should we do?
That is why, Mr. Selvam, thanks for the question. Some of the businesses which affected most is, as I said, tourism, and next is yours also. The thing is, this is a very crucial part. We have to make a very crucial decision. First thing is, you have to look at yourself and your family. then the next is the business and the staff. Okay, if you have to temporarily let them go, I think because we don't want, end of the day, you and your family also affected, because you have to be intact so that you can, when the time improve, you can create another business, or you can do back your business. We don't want, just now Mr. Nivas also said, all this tension will actually, we don't want things to impact your health. This is very, very important. So you make a decision, at least let go certain things if you want to. But if you want me to really look at it, I have to look at the figures, only then I will be able to tell something. Because generally, it's very difficult to give a blanket answer. I understand your situation. If you need to temporarily, give, that is why sometimes, I always keep on saying, if I don't know whether you notice that, little things that the government give, actually it is not enough. Okay, what the business owners are going through is not enough. Even the rental thing, so I mean, what can we do? As the first few slides I said, is beyond our control. It is a crucial time. Yes, I understand. So we have to make some crucial decisions. Okay, I'm not able to tell you now which way to go, because I do not know the figures. So
I think Mr. Selvam, you can contact Mr. Tanga on this and consult him on this basis. Well,
okay,
regarding,
sure. Thank you, Mr. Nivas. Thank you.
Regarding the financial loans that you were complaining about, I think you can also contact the Secretariat. We have been doing a lot of microcredit programs for especially services sectors. Like last 2 weeks ago, I think some Barber Association members have contacted us for Tekun loan. We have actually engaged them with Tekun officers. So probably if you have such problems or what, you can contact us. We can assist you on that, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
So I think, Mr. Tanga, we have came to the end of the session today. We just would like to thank you a lot for your expertise that you have shared here today, which is really valuable at this point of time, like how our Deputy President, Mr. Selvam, said, since most of us now are working from home, we should reflect upon and recollect back what we have gathered in our journey of business, assess the risk, identify the risk, and mitigate the risk now, so that we can be ready and when the market opens up. Or if there is any unfortunate happening to the family, family can be protected, business can be sustainable thereafter. So without further ado, I would like to thank every participant who are here today, who have spent your time. Continue to join KLCK's subsequent Zoom series programs that we are organizing, especially on awareness programs, empowerment programs, that is related to your business to sustain and also contain your business during trying times now. So thank you so much for your time, and I would like to end the session now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best. Take care.
Thank you, everybody, for participating.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.